It's your boy Dmon. It's my boy Drizzy coming back at you with the second episode of Conversations with Dmon and Drizzy. So, first episode got great feedback. And the first episode, we talked about building a team. Today, we're going to be talking about support, just support in general about just supporting our generation and the lack of support that people don't show. So yeah, today's topic going to just mainly be about support, and that's what we're going to be talking about on today's episode. Yep.
Support, we want people that support us like we support them. So, yeah, that's what we're gonna talk about.
hmm Yeah. So like I said, we're going to talk about support today. Well, first thing I want to start off and say, when it comes to support, I want to see all my people win, whether you black, white, I don't care who it is. I
Mm-hmm.
want to see all my people win because what's hating on somebody? What's they gonna do for you? Is they gonna put any money in your pocket? It ain't gonna put no money in your pocket. So I want to see everybody win because you don't know what it took a person to get to where they needed to be, and people. Everybody want we like me and you we weren't born rich, bro. We weren't born with a silver spoon in our mouth, so we grind and trying to get it out the mud. So that's why I actually love to see when people are winning, especially my own people. And like when I'm on social media and I see people got a business, if I don't mind sharing it, bro, because
Mm-hmm.
it don't cost nothing. It don't cost anything to share no piece of content. It don't cost you nothing, bro. But what's so crazy is like we don't support each other enough and we don't know how to come together. Everybody just so got everybody ego driven, and that's exactly why we don't know how to support each other, bro. I feel like if we knew how if the support here was a lot better, I feel like things would go a whole lot better in the entertainment field. But everybody just like I said, so ego driven and want to be on top, but you're gonna crawl before you walk though. I like we just like I just was saying, bro, when nobody born with a silver spoon in their mouth. Some people was, but people around us, like me and you, we weren't born with no silver spoon. So I tell anybody, I want to get it out the mud, bro. I don't want nothing handed to me. And I already know you done told me that numerous of times. You want to get it out the mud too.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta work hard for it. It's not gonna give to you. Nobody gonna give nothing to you. So
Mm-hmm.
you gotta keep working hard. Till one door open. A lot of doors will open if you keep working hard. So
Mm-hmm.
I won't stop.
Yeah, bro. So just like on Facebook, you know, people I see so many people on Facebook that got a business or got something going on, and it's just the lack of. You look at the shares, you know. Sometimes, depending on the person, and then another thing too, with when it comes to support, if you ain't popping or your name ain't big or don't nobody, or they don't think you got no motion going on, but you don't know what if this person just ain't got many followers, but they got hella motion, but you looking at a person that's got over 1 million followers, or you just gonna automatically share their stuff though.
Right.
It just popularity. It's like in high school, like you had the popular crowd, you had this crowd, that crowd. Everybody, not everybody. Everybody want to be around. You got most people want to be around the popular kids, and if they got something going on, people gonna automatically support. Versus
Right.
the kid that don't really talk to nobody, he quiet. You automatically assume, oh, he lame, he ain't got this and that going on. But you don't know he or she can have hell emotion, bro. Don't judge no book by its cover because what you want somebody doing that to you, and as you see, when you done with high school, all these people that was running with each other, that they ain't clicked up no more when school over with. Because
Spread out.
Les y'all grew up together, Les y'all really was messing with each other like that. Y'all not gonna deal with each other after one school over with, because life goes on, bro. People come in and out your life, but at the end of the day, we need to support each other more, and that ain't even just with a business. That's with calling, checking up on each other, mental health, especially with a lot of brothers struggling with mental health. A lot of people struggling with mental health that we don't know. Everybody is fighting the battle that you know nothing about. So support is, big. We need to support each other more often. Now, granted, I got um, family I don't talk to, but how I was raised, the same energy that you give me, I'm gonna give you. You don't talk to me. I ain't gonna force you to talk to me, but I'm also not gonna talk to you,
Right.
because I'm not gonna kiss up to nobody. And at the end of the day, match energy. I'm big on. I match people energy, bro.
That's the vibe. You gotta match the energy.
Mhm. Mhm.
Especially like when people like we got merch, right?
Mhm.
If somebody else got merch, people, don't share our merch, but we share their merch type stuff. You want equal support.
Mhm.
You don't want to just support them or ain't giving no support back. That's just a waste of time. It's a waste of time.
And once again, I'm not for the name drop, but we was talking to somebody on the team, and remember when he said his friend wanted to buy one of our T-shirts, but she wanted to change the font on the front of the shirt. Well, what's the point of buying our merch then? If you wanna change up what we created, don't buy a T-shirt. Don't even buy a merch, because whether you like the logo or not, this it's gonna be a million other people that like it. So at the end of the day, it's just stuff like that. You could have just kept you shouldn't even have said you wanted to buy the shirt. I'm
Right.
I want to buy, but I'm gonna change this on the front. Like, then how would you spend your money on our merch? Then go buy somebody else merch. That's the way I feel about it, bro. But at the end of the day, like you said, the next person got merch. The next person, doing skits. I'm gonna support, because I want to see everybody win. What's last said? What's hating on anybody gonna do? It's not putting it's not putting no money in your pocket. It's not doing none of that. Now you making money from it, which trolling people. Now that's different. But do you want to be loved, or do you want to be known for negative stuff? I mean, I want to be known for being positive, influencing, inspiring the people around me. So that's what I want to be known for. I don't want to be known for trolling people and stuff like that. So nah, bro.
It's like the last episode we talk about team. I'm all about teamwork, so I don't like to just be about me or anybody else about themselves. I just want everybody to work as a team so we can get stuff out like we work, skits and stuff, merch. We can work together. It's not gonna be no negativity. It just be smooth.
Likewise, bro.
Yeah,
Likewise, bro.
smooth.
And like I said, I heard it so much. People constantly say, when it comes to the music scene here in St. Louis, when it comes to anything, ain't no support here. You got to go to Vegas. You got to go out of town. You got to go to Miami. You got to go to LA to get the support. And believe it or not, from what I've been seeing since I've been in the entertainment business, that's true. Out of towners will support you more than your own hometown.
ATL.
Yeah, yeah, bro. And it's sad that it's like that, but your biggest support is gonna really come from somebody you don't know.
Facts.
And it's sad it's like that. But then I feel like people around you, they're hating because they doing something that you doing something that they want to do, but they just don't want to put the work in.
They want to get there, but they don't want to do the work.
No, they don't. They don't want to do the work, bro.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I mean, you have to put the work in. Nobody, like you just said, ain't nobody gonna hand you nothing, bro. No, nobody gonna hand you nothing. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, support, goes both ways. It's people that at first, like, I ain't gonna name drop, but I was supporting people here in St. Louis. But then I looked up. I was like, okay, well, I'm pouring all my support into them. Well, y'all not sharing my content. Like, so when I'm gonna keep sharing your content, building up your brand, you're not helping build my brand up. So nah, bro. Things can't be one way, and that's what Then you got people complain and say, oh, they not sharing my content. Okay, but are you sharing anybody else content though? Or you showing the love back? ask yourself that question. Like you constantly worried about, okay, who ain't sharing your content, who ain't doing this, who ain't doing that. But are you returning the love though? I'm pretty sure you're not.
It's kind of like give me all
Yeah.
the support without giving back. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's like wow.
The type of generation we in, bro, is like they see some like, bro, right today, if we had a post go viral for our merch, how many orders you think we'd get? We'll
Right.
be getting so many people. Oh, can I want this? I want that.
Mm.
It's like a wave. People in our generation jump on the wave once they see something popping. That's when they want to jump on the wave.
Yeah.
But you got under 1,000 followers on. They don't think you got nothing going on. Well, just so y'all know, man, having a blue check on Instagram, having millions of followers, that don't mean nothing. All that can get taken away. And I learned that, bro. So humble yourself, bro. If I get $1 million in my pocket tomorrow, I'ma still be me. I ain't gonna never forget where I came from. So,
You gotta be humble all the time, man.
mm-hmm.
Cause you gotta be humble. Like you said, we started for nothing. We gotta work.
Mm-hmm.
Each day we gotta keep working. Nobody gonna give it to us. Hate it like everybody else just giving it to them. Like people just get it easy, but we gotta work hard for it. So I feel like if you stay humble, like I said, doors gonna open, like for sure.
And man, I'm gonna get a little bit into this. My last relationship that I was in,
Mm.
my girlfriend. One argument we used to have was, I would support her on whatever she used to do, but it wasn't it wasn't she wasn't returning her love back, and I constantly kept telling her, anything you wanted to do, I supported you, but it's like I'm not getting that in return. And she didn't agree with me. I was like, well, your actions are showing that. You say negative stuff about what I'm doing. Nah, I ain't never said nothing negative about what you wanted to do. Maybe I ain't agree with what you wanted to do with your life, but I supported you in every way I could. But as time kept going by, I think that's what also broke us apart too. And okay, everybody think, okay, a 9 to 5. Okay, yeah, that's good. I'm gonna say this. This go for anybody out there.
Mm.
If you have a goal, or you have something that you want to chase it. Don't depend on no 9 to 5 job, because
We not saying 9 to 5 job not bad though.
no, yeah, and
It's not bad though.
everybody can't be a boss. Everybody
Yeah.
can't be an entrepreneur.
People gotta make that money somehow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, and but I would encourage anybody out there, if you got the talent, or you want to do something on the side. It's nothing wrong with having a 9 to 5, but still build your own business. Still get out there and get your feet wet. Whatever it is you like to do, go do it. I
Mm.
wouldn't say no, I mean, like I said, it can't be a world full of entrepreneurs. Everybody ain't got the mindset to be an entrepreneur, but do something for yourself. It's not wrong with doing that. I mean, versus making somebody else's dreams come true.
Right. You
And
just trying to say it's more than a 9 to 5. You wanna be like an actress or a singer,
yeah,
go for your dreams or anything, a doctor or something like that. But it's still 9 to 5. But you talk like something else, like
hmm
bigger.
and I just feel like I say, bro. I feel like everybody, got goals, and maybe some people didn't achieve their goals, but just try to do something. Trying is better than not trying. You know what I'm saying? So, and at the end of the day, you can't if you can't lose what you get in. What you put in is what you're gonna get out. Yeah.
Yeah.
And once again, all your famous people had to start somewhere. I'm sure they had doubts, is this gonna work? Is that gonna work? But all your famous people started somewhere. They had to start small, and they had to work their way up. That's why I always say your small wins count.
It does.
Now I'm gonna ask you this, bro. Did you have, like, at your past, going back with women you was dealing with? Did you ever have an argument with your partner about support? You felt they want to support you on your dreams?
Yeah, like my last relationship. yeah, like I wanted to do music, sing, and act, but I feel like she didn't really like be excited when I said that stuff. Like I was like, "Hey, I want to do acting. Like, I might go to the improv class." Like, okay, that's cool. It was exciting, you know. It was you're like,
I feel like I feel like they just think, okay, the entertainment business, you automatically not gonna make it
yeah,
because you got so many people trying to do it. But
right,
I'm not these other people. I'm not, we all got a different approach to how we gonna try to get into something.
yeah,
Maybe this is
yeah,
you don't know how long I've been trying to do this, but but then they get mad as you shoot down the ideas they got. So it's like, but you just shot down my idea. You didn't have to shoot it down with your words. It was just your reaction. Like, oh, that's what you want to do. We don't. You don't know who. Once again, bro, you don't know who watching you and what. You don't know who out here watching you, bro. And that's why you have to be mindful. That's why you have to move with professional. You don't know who watching what you're doing. And like I say, support, goes a long way. Having a good team around you, it will get you far. Having a good support system will get you far, bro.
yeah.
Now sadly, everybody can't have no strong support system around them. It's that's unfortunate. Everybody can't have that, but at the end of the day,
Mm-hmm.
if you do have it, that's a blessing. What is in sports, what is in the entertainment field, and whatever you want to do is having a good support system is good. I mean, I would say I had a pretty good support system growing up. I mean, my mom. I mean, before I lost my dad, he's supported what I did. So I would say like I had a pretty good support system around me.
Yeah.
And I mean, of course, your parents not gonna always agree with all your ideas, but you gotta look at this like look at it like this too. They not in your shoes. They not going after this dream. You going after this dream. Sometimes you gotta cut your family off. You gotta cut people off to get to where you want to go.
Some of your family members never dream about doing what you trying to do. They're just
Exactly.
talking like 9 to 5. That's the normal. That's the norm to them.
Mhm.
The 9 to 5. So
Mhm.
think about going to be an actress or actor or producer or even anything. It'd be like they don't know what you talking about. What
Mhm.
you talking about?
Now, would you say growing up, bro, you had a good support system?
Yeah, I thought I had a support system, but I feel like you said, parents don't understand. You know,
Nah, they don't.
so it's like I had support, but like like I want to be singing. They're like, you can't sing. But I'm like, I know I can sing. I feel like I can sing. So that's just me. But I think I had a good support system.
I mean, me and my mom been clashed about, you know, wanting to be into the entertainment business because they look at it like all the negativity that you heard. They think it
Mm-hmm.
ain't it ain't good to go into the entertainment business. But I mean, long as you going in with a positive attitude, you're gonna get good results. It may take a long time, but long what you put in is what you're gonna get out. And it may take time, but patience is the key. Patience is the real key, bro. And I would encourage anybody out there, like chase your dreams. Whether you're not getting the support, keep going. You have
Mm-hmm.
you have to keep going because the worst thing you can do is quit. Because of what somebody else said.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you put your mind to.
Yeah. If you don't, you're gonna regret that. You're like,
Hmm.
hey, I should have did that when I was younger.
Hmm.
But it don't matter what age. You can make it at 40.
Yeah.
It don't matter what age.
And for real, he said that best. Whatever you can do whatever you want to do at any age.
Mm-hmm.
Never stop trying, bro. So at the end of the day, go after what you want to go after. Don't let nobody stop you or hold you back. And a lot of 9 times out of 10, if somebody telling you don't do this, oh, it's because they failed at doing something. They gonna think you supposed to fail. Like, but nah,
Mm,
me and you are two different people. So maybe the route you took didn't work, but you don't know what'll work for me though.
exactly. Mm-hmm.
And then I done seen people too, like, not getting the support, so they shut down and, oh, I ain't got no good support system, so I'm not gonna do it. I'm like, no, keep going no matter what. You have to keep trying to follow your dreams, whether you're not getting the proper support. Like I say, your support is going on your biggest support. If it don't come from your family or it don't come from your close friends, it's gonna come from somebody that you don't know. And a lot of times, bro, let's be honest, bro, your biggest haters are the people around you.
Sometimes close.
Yeah.
Close to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so.
A lot of times that be the case. Like you can think that you may think, okay, well, they my close homies, they rooting for me, but whole time they hating on you though.
You try to be what?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I say you hang around for 5 millionaires, you're gonna eventually be one. You hang around, you are what you hang around. Just like working out, you are what you eat. Whatever if you're not eating healthy, if you eating out every day, not trying to eat no fruit or nothing, you're gonna be overweight. So you are what you surround yourself by. Like growing up, I wish, like I always say this. Last first episode, I said I wish I would have took a marketing class. I do wish growing up I would have surrounded myself, with the right people. But you live and you learn, bro. Learning, learning is making mistakes is you're gonna make mistakes in order to be great. We not human if we don't make mistakes, bro.
Like you said, when I was young, I wish I would have took stuff a little serious. I feel like I did the bare minimum, but I didn't take it too serious. But I could take it serious when I was younger.
And then another thing too, man, for far as I've learned this, when it comes to support, females are going to really be your main supporters. Females are going to be like a ride or die, more than the males are. Females are going to really, if you get bro, if you get a good 5 to 10 females to support you, you winning because females gonna share everything. They gonna really support you. So anybody out there, man, you got a good female support system around you, are you winning? You winning because females are really gonna support. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm not saying the males don't. I'm not saying the males won't support, but females are really gonna they really are gonna support you, bro.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I think I think, like I said, with support can go a long way. It don't cost nothing to support nobody. If I can't get mad if you don't want to support me, but don't expect me to support you. If you're not showing me love, I'm not going to show you love. And that go for anybody. That's just like I say, you gotta match my energy, and I'm gonna match your energy.
Yeah. Like you said, support, right? Person don't have support. Person without a team would do it way better with a team. They hustling way harder than the people that have support and with a lot of people around them. They don't stop them person by itself. They just keep going.
And I think, like you said, some people don't got a team. Of course, it's harder to do stuff independent, but at the end of the day, like we said last episode, you need a team. But it's just with it's so hard to find the right people. Because first it starts with trusting them, so, the respect and loyalty got to be there. So it's hard to build a team, bro. But even if it's just two or three of y'all starting out, as long as you can trust these people, that's all that matters, bro. But like I said, bro, I want to see any and everybody win. I'm not hating on nobody. I just put this on Facebook today. I'm in competition with myself, bro. I ain't in competition with nobody out here. I'm in competition with myself and only myself.
That's stuff you were worried about when you was a kid in high school. Like,
yeah.
I want to be popular. Like, that don't even matter right now. No more. You grown. You're your own individual. You can do what you want.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to have to follow nobody, like
Exactly.
trends or anything. You just do what you want. Be
And I want to
successful.
shout, and not to cut you out, bro. I want to shout out our homeboy Houdini. I'm gonna tell y'all something he did. Where I remember when he worked at the motor market in O'Fallon. And I remember when I used to always go in the store, and this when he didn't know nothing about, we didn't know nothing about each other. But I remember we just started always having conversations, and we started talking about the skits. Now when he thought about starting the TV network,
Mm.
bro, he was like, I want y'all to be a part of my platform, bro.
Right.
He didn't have to do that. He didn't have to even put us on his platform, but now we're a part of his platform. So I'ma always remember, like, bro, when you wanted to create a network, you came to us and put our skits on your platform. So I'ma always be grateful for that, bro.
Like you said, he didn't have to do it, but we support him. He support us.
Yeah, bro. And a person like that, when they in a room full of opportunities, a person like that, I know he'll mention our name because if it was vice versa, if I'm in a room full of execs, and I'm gonna mention his name too. I'm gonna mention any, if you showed me love and gave me opportunity, I will mention your name in a room full of opportunities. That's how I am, bro.
Yeah.
And then like I say, don't ever forget who helped you get to where don't ever forget who helped you.
Mm-mm. Yeah, man. You gotta think about that. The person that helps you, you gotta, when you do make it, tell them, hey, this is the person that helped me,
Mm-hmm.
Like, you gotta
Mm-hmm.
stay humble. You
Yeah, and then like I say, bro, just cause maybe maybe you got people out there not getting the proper support. Keep going. I'm here to tell y'all, keep going because you don't want, like I say, you don't want don't let nobody stop you from doing nothing. If right now you're not getting that support, keep going. Somebody out there is watching you, no matter what. You keep going, no matter what. The worst thing you can do is quit. Failure is not an option.
know.
I know. So at the end of the day, I encourage everybody out there. You got a business or whatever. Maybe you ain't happy where you at, but always remember your small wins count. It ain't all about winning big. Your small wins count too. So keep building and keep growing. Keep inspiring people around you. You never know. You may be inspiring two, three people with what you're doing. So, keep going. No, the worst you can do is stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. And then I would say I would also say too, like I said this in the beginning part of the show, it costs nothing to support nobody. It costs us nothing. I don't care if I have to share 5 posters a day, people I see trying to come up, I would share their post. That's how much I want to see people win.
Yeah, man. It's like people just like, oh man, they doing a little bit better than me. Got a little likes better than me. I don't think I'm gonna share that.
Yeah, that's how we
Not
think,
gonna
bro.
share that.
And that's how we think. But it don't even make sense, bro.
They get too much attention. I don't know. I'm gonna share that.
Nah, bro, that ain't even cool, bro. I mean, you don't know what they went through to get this type of attention, bro. So, like I say, so treat others how you want to be treated. That's that's the memo I go by. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? But yeah, man. At the end of the day, um should be support ain't pushed enough throughout the generation. We don't support each other enough. I mean, people do support each other, but I feel the support could be better though. That's how I do feel.
Like you said, music wise, showcases we go to, right?
Mm-hmm.
People seem like people doing the same thing,
Mm-hmm.
And when somebody else on stage doing the same thing, they ain't getting the same response like the other person, it's like
Yeah,
a popularity contest.
man, I done seen that so many
Yeah,
times,
so
bro. And just because it ain't trap music, y'all don't want to support it. Everything ain't got to be about trap music.
mm-mm.
So understand that, people want to grow off. People want to do different stuff. If we all did the same thing, this would be a boring world.
To be honest, everybody do the same thing.
They do. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody want to be the same. Like nobody original more like back in the day. Like
nah, bro. Most shows you go to hip hop, they jumping around the stage, got the same technique. Like everybody doing that. We ain't seen nothing different. Like we want to see something different, bro.
About drugs, sex, money.
Put your guns in the camera. You know, you see videos. Everybody want to be hood, you know. And shout out to my homeboy, shout out to the homie Shelf.
Mm-hmm.
We was talking and he was like, just with our TV show Captain, he was saying that, oh, just because it ain't a hood film, don't nobody really want to share it and support it. Everything ain't gonna be about the hood. Everything ain't gotta be. I mean, don't forget where you came from. I know what it's like to struggle, but everything ain't. We ain't gonna promote that all the time, bro.
Be positive.
Yeah.
Everybody like negativity. Everybody want to be power. Everybody want to be BMF. No, try to do something different.
Yeah, bro. That's why stay motivated always. You know, it's the goal. Stay motivated always, man. But pretty much, bro. Any last thoughts? You know, on support.
Like you said, man. Like if we giving you support 100%, we want that back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we don't want to be like, oh, I see y'all. You know, then you just. Like, why you even say anything? Like, you're not even supporting.
Exactly.
You buying our merch or anything.
You see us, but you're not supporting, though. You're not sharing. You know, you're not doing nothing. So, yeah, just keep your comments to yourself then.
Yeah.
But, man, what I got to say about support is I'm always support my people no matter what. Mm-hmm. I'm going to tell my people if, you know, just because you ain't got over 1 million followers or 1,000 followers, if you got another 1,000 followers, keep going, because you never know who's watching you, and you're gonna continue to grow throughout your craft. So trust the process, and you know, trust. Like I say, well, if you even got 1 or 2 people supporting you, be grateful with that. Just be grateful and be humble with what you got, and your small wins count. Yeah. So that's how I feel about it. But I think that's pretty much it, bro. About far as support, I think we pretty much touched on the important topic. You know, the important topic about support. So, yep. Yeah, man. Just keep going, man. Mm-hmm. That's all I have to say. Keep going. Well, pretty much, this been you know, today's topic was about support. We touched on all, you know, tips of support. So this we encourage anybody out there, don't feel down if you're not getting the support. If you got 1 person supporting you, if you got 2, 3 people, keep going. You know, don't worry about what nobody else has to say. People are gonna always say negative stuff, but God put his strongest people through the toughest battles. So always keep that in mind. So if you only got a little amount of people supporting you, be grateful and be humble and don't shut down. And you know, that's pretty much how I feel about it. And always stay motivated. Yeah, stay motivated always. But this has been another episode of Dmon Conversations with Dmon and Drizzy. We see y'all next time.